Hey y'all, this video today is all about Easter, and we got set up here, and right before he hit click, he said, "Now Paula, it's Easter." Really? It's Easter? Yes, it is. It is Easter. And for Easter, my mother always cooked some kind of pork. She never cooked a pork tenderloin. I don't even remember seeing those in the grocery store back in the late 60s. So she would cook a pork roast, and she'd make cornbread dressing to go along with it, and it would be so good. Well, I'm gonna today, because we have more choices in what we choose from the grocery store, I'm gonna do pork tenderloins. Now, I cooked one the other day, and Teresa had done the grocery shopping, y'all, and she picked up some pork tenderloin that was black pepper and garlic. It was delicious. So I've always been leery. I just don't buy things like that because I think, well, it's better if I do my own. But I really can highly recommend the pre-seasoned one because it has time to go all the way to the center. So I probably should have seasoned this last night and put it in the refrigerator so it'd have time to, marry together. So I'm gonna start by rubbing some garlic on it, on this piece of naked meat. All right, now, to ensure that this is gonna be wonderful and flavorful, I'm gonna wrap some bacon around it. Let's see if I can get that a little better. And I'm gonna hold him with a toothpick. And then I'm gonna take another piece of bacon and I'm gonna lap him over. The last piece. So it's gonna take 3 strips of bacon to cover this. Okay, y'all, I got both the tenderloins wrapped in bacon. It doesn't look too pretty, but I'm just interested in that bacon giving that tenderloin even more flavor. So I seasoned it with our house seasoning and a little bit more salt, just regular salt, and I meant to pepper it. And I forgot, because I was listening to a bunch of talking going on. So I'm not gonna do much because I don't know if I got that totally black, that would be perfect for Michael, but. All right, so I'm just gonna finish this off with a little soy sauce. I just love what the soy sauce does to protein. It's just good. Be careful though, because this is salty. So you don't want to get things too salty. Now, I wish that I had done this last night, but if I had, y'all wouldn't have been able to see me do it, would you? So, I'm gonna put this in the air fryer. Okay, so I'm gonna spray this with a little olive oil. So this may take a little longer since I'm doing 2. Look at that. Doesn't it look good? Looks good just like that. Okay, so my newest edition of the 8.5 air fryer actually goes up to 430 degrees, but I think I cooked it on 400 the other day, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then I turned it up to 430. All right, so I'm gonna set that for 10 minutes, and we'll see how it's doing at the end of 10 minutes. Now here I've got all these wonderful vegetables that I'm gonna cook these in the air fryer too, because it's a great piece of equipment for roasting, you know, root vegetables. So we've got potatoes, we've got our fancy carrots. Oh gosh, I had some parsnips in the refrigerator that I meant to take out. There's a parsnip right there. So we're gonna put these in the other air fryer. And again, I'm gonna do the 10 minutes because Teresa parboiled these for me. And to me, it makes all the difference in the world in your root vegetables if you just parboil them just a little bit. So these are, look at that, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna spray these and they'll get toasty, toasty. Don't you fall out. Don't you fall out on the floor. You know, Bobby's place has been wonderful, but I have to say I sure will be happy when I've got all my counter space back in the other house, and it's coming along. In fact, Eddie suggested one day that we go over there and take y'all on a tour and show y'all just how much we've done. I mean, it looks like we started from scratch building a house. All right, so 400, 10 minutes, salt and peppered and sprayed. And now I've got time to eat my tuna fish lettuce wrap. It's delicious, Michael. The bell just dinged on our pork tenderloin, y'all, so I'm gonna take a look at it. Oh, doesn't that look delicious?
It does, it smells so good.
Yes. I'm wondering if maybe it might not hurt to spray it one more time. All right, so I'm gonna put this back in and I'm gonna cook this for, how many minutes is that? 8? I'm trying to, eight more minutes, y'all. And then I will stick a thermometer in it and check it for the temperature, the correct temperature. And remember, after it comes out, it's gonna continue to cook a little bit. So there you go. So 10 minutes is up on our veggies. And I think I'm gonna run them for 10 more minutes, Eddie. I think it'll take longer to roast the vegetables than it will to actually cook our tenderloin. Our bell just rang, so I'm gonna check our beautiful tenderloin, and it is beautiful. Okay, isn't that funny? This one's done. Because you wanna cook it, depending on how you like it, between 140 and 160. So I think that they're done. And I like to be a little under temp if I'm gonna be bringing them back up to heat, you know, when I'm ready to serve them. So here we go again. Okay, so we are so close, it's not even funny. So I'm gonna turn this up to 430 now. And I'm gonna put like 3 minutes on it. Cause I don't wanna overdo it, because more than likely I will be bringing it back up to heat. I'll throw it back in the air fryer when I'm ready to serve it to Michael. Okay, so this one just dinged. Look at those beautiful vegetables. Now those are ready. It really depends on your tongue. If you like them more roasted, crispy like, or if you like them like this. Not so brown, but just soft and delicious. So I'll run this for about 4 more minutes. It's just that simple, y'all. It's so easy. Okay, y'all, I turned the air fryer up to 430, and I cooked it for wasn't it about 3 minutes, Eddie?
Yes.
All right, so now, oh gosh, I did it again. I put it in Bass Ackards. Okay, so this is just perfect. Just slap-ka-dap perfect. These meat thermometers, they're invaluable, y'all. That does mean that they're worth more than what we pay for them. Is that what invaluable means? Or did I have that backwards too? Anyway, they're worth their money. Now, Michael has been on that keto diet. And naturally, you'll want to take your toothpicks out before you serve them. But I'm going to leave them in there in case I want to throw it back into the air fryer. But we're going to cheat and cut just a teeny bit off of this end so I can show y'all just how perfect that is. It is perfectly perfect. I wish I had a sharp knife. You know what I have missed, Eddie? There you go. That's for you. Teresa?
I'm a petting pumpkin.
You don't want to bite it?
I'm good right now.
Okay. That's because you ate so much of Michael's tuna fish.
You didn't tell everybody.
Isn't that good, Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
So, as I was saying, Michael is on that keto diet there, Eddie. There's one more bite since Teresa didn't want it. Oh, so we're eating a lot of salads at this house. And last night, I made us a great big salad with boiled eggs, tomatoes, onions. What all did I have in that salad? Boiled eggs, onions, tomatoes. Michael doesn't like a whole bunch of, he doesn't like bell peppers or celery or any of that in his salad, but it was so good. And I sliced like a half of a tenderloin, and I popped it in the microwave just for a minute. And I sliced it, and we put that on our salad, and it was so good. Of course, I had croutons on my salad. Michael doesn't do that, so it was delicious. And if you didn't want to go to the trouble to make a bunch of sides to make this really a meal, you could slice this and heat it up with a little barbecue sauce on it, and it would make a wonderful barbecue sandwich. Better than you could buy in a barbecue restaurant out there. So, that's our story, Morning Glory. So, you saw that I have another air fryer full of veggies. And if I had just been cooking one tenderloin, I probably would have just cooked the vegetables with that, but my air fryer was full of 2. So I roasted them in a separate air fryer. But they are wonderful, but you need to parboil your vegetables because they take longer to cook than your tenderloin does, believe it or not. So these would be served We don't have a platter either. Our platter is in storage. Are y'all tired of hearing me say that yet? But isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful.
Doesn't that make a perfect Easter dinner?
It's a perfect one.
And it didn't take a long, it doesn't take a long time.
I mean, like 15 minutes you can have your, well, besides the rice, the rice does take an hour. And if shoved, I might could find a way to make the rice in 15 minutes too. All right, because I have found that the minute rice is also very, very good for people living a fast life in shorter time. Most of us are time deprived. So,
Well, just let them know the rice recipe that you're talking about is a separate video.
yes, it is. I don't know if y'all heard Teresa, but the rice video is a separate video.
But they're gonna hit like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
so
1,
they'll all
2,
be
3.
right together.
So these vegetables are incredible. And if I had put them in that oven right there, it would have probably taken 45 minutes to an hour to roast these.
Mm-hmm.
And in full total, it took 20 minutes in the air fryer. Because I cooked it for 10 minutes and then I went back and I turned it for another 10 minutes. Right, Eddie?
Yep.
So, happy Easter, y'all. Look at our cute little, I love these tiny little spatulas that I can get down in small jars. Happy Easter, happy spring. I hope the Easter Bunny is good to all of y'all. Love and best dishes. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.